recap day 6. JJ McCarthy continues to do good things. Good things, huh? Shout out McCarthy, man. Shout out JJ McCarthy, dog. Recapping what went down at Vikings training camp on Tuesday. Will Raggett's reports, huh? JJ McCarthy wasted little time on Tuesday. On the second play of 11-on-11 action, the Vikings quarterback stood in the pocket and launched the ball more than 55 yards downfield to Tristan Jackson, who had got behind free safety Cameron Bynum. McCarthy needed to get it closer to 60-plus yards to hit Jackson in stride, but the ball got there nonetheless for a huge gain. The fans in attendance on another hot late July afternoon at TCO Performance Center loved it. I guess that's one of his touchdowns. This is McCarthy. This is McCarthy, homie. Like I said, I don't know what happened when he went when they had that little vacation or break for those 3 weeks. But like I said, something flipped, something changed. And McCarthy had been winning a battle ever since training camp had started, if we're being real, huh? You dig me? You get my drift? If we're being real, McCarthy has been winning a battle ever since training camp has started, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about official training camp, not mini camp, not OTAs, dog. He flipped a switch. He flipped a switch. Somehow that boy flipped a switch. You hear me? Man, that's signs of greatness, dog. We already knew his mental was solid, spot on, huh? We already knew his mental was solid, spot on. You hear me? Shout out Delton Vincent. That pass was on point. We're going to check it out. Believe that, homie. Huh? But JJ McCarthy is adapting, growing right in front of our eyes. You got to respect it. You got to accept it. He might damn well be the QB1. He might damn well be the QB1 going into week 1. You hear me? This is nothing light. This is a nice throw. Sound like it was against the first string defense because Cameron Bynum was on the field. So he was getting some run and some tick with the first string against the first string as well. So he's continuing to improve. You hear me? He is continuing to improve. Dog. That's what it's about. This was another day where McCarthy's upside was evident, even if his good plays were mixed in with some learning moments. Following that ball to Jackson, McCarthy booted out to the left and showed his athleticism by scrambling for a decent gain when he couldn't find an open target. Later in a red zone 7-on-7 period, he connected with Jackson again on a perfectly placed ball in the back corner of the end zone against man coverage. That boy balling, homie. That boy McCarthy balling, huh? SKOL Mafia in the building. SKOL Mafia in the building. What up, big dog? SKOL Mafia in the building. Let's get it, man. Shout out SKOL Mafia Purple Gang, man. Let's get it, man. EJ, these are the highlights. Run them. Hey, I'm going to get to them, Delton. Be patient, my brethren. Be patient, my brethren. Yeah, dog, we're going to get to them. You hear me? We're going to get into these articles, though, man. You know, I break down these articles, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Let's get into it. McCarthy just balling. That's all he doing is balling, huh? For QB1, Sam Darnold, it was a fairly unremarkable day. He was solid in 11-on-11s, but struggled in red zone period with defensive backs like Byron Murphy Jr. and Josh Metellus making some strong plays for pass breakups. Neither Darnold nor McCarthy threw an interception. So I guess McCarthy wins the day again, dog. You know what I'm saying? You ask me, it sounds like McCarthy wins the day again, huh? I mean, let me know in the chat. Do you agree or disagree? You know what I'm saying? He performed well in 11-on-11s, similar performances. JJ McCarthy performed better in red zone territory. Neither one threw interceptions. So that's another win for McCarthy, right? Am I right? Am I tripping? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. But according to that news, that information, JJ McCarthy won another day. 3 in a row. You know what I'm saying, Vincent? That's what I'm saying. 3 in a row, according to the news. According to the news, right? Here. And according to the general public. So that means JJ McCarthy is winning the battle, like I said. And like Delton Vincent just said, 3 days in a row, outperforming Bradbury. I mean, outperforming Darnold, huh? By a wide margin, right? That 5 touchdowns, I believe. Come on, bro. You can't deny it. You just got to respect it. You hear me? Respect it heavily. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? Other observations from Tuesday. Shaq Griffin remains out with what he said is a hamstring injury. Oh, wow. Now it has progressed to a hamstring. You know, what is that really about? So the Vikings cornerbacks with the first team defense are Byron Murphy Jr., Caleb Evans, questionable, and Duke Shelley. Who is Duke Shelley? Working with the second unit were Andrew Booth, funny, Jay Ward, and Dwight McLaughlin. So there you have it. Jay Ward is officially a corner now. Now you got to watch him work, see how he works. Watch him work, see how he works. You hear me? Dwight McLaughlin, what can he do? Can he stand out? Can he make a name? Can he play? We shall see. You know what I'm saying? The Vikings were adding veteran Fabian Moreau, who has 56 NFL starts and can play on the outside. Yeah, that's some of the big today. I'm gonna get to it a little later. You know what I'm saying? That's some of the big news from earlier today. Fabian Moreau, right? Supposedly, allegedly, a battle-tested corner. You know, has a lot of experience. Will it help the Vikings? We will see. Time will tell. But I'm gonna get into that later, though. But Fabian Moreau, you see him in the background. He is a Viking. You know what I'm saying? A move that had to be made, huh? A move that had to be made, no cap. Even on a day with no pads, Harrison Phillips stood out in the middle of the Vikings defense. Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go, Delton. Here we go, my boy Delton. He blew up a run play on the first rep of the practice. Then later took Garret Bradbury to the grass and got a little chippy with Minnesota starting center. Let's go. Let's go. I love it. I love that right here. Y'all see that there? I love this right here, dog. You got to love this right here. You hear me? Hey, Delton, where you at? Delton, where you at, dog? Hey, where you at, Delton? You got to love this right here. He blew up a run play on the very first rep of the practice. Then later took Garret Bradbury to the grass and got a little chippy with Minnesota starting center. Let him get chippy. Let him get chippy, man. You hear me? Setting the tone, facts. I like that. Let him get chippy. Let him go at it. Let him bang. Let him battle. Let him bruise. Huh? It's good for Bradbury. To me, it's good for Bradbury. Make him stronger, make him tougher. It's needed. I'm glad they're getting chippy. I'm glad they're getting at it, dog. Harrison Smith, one of the supposed leaders up front, he needs to be aggressive. He needs to be the man. Huh? He needs to be angry, dog. I like it. I love it. I hope they do more of it. I don't care about him and Bradbury fighting. They should fight. Fight more. Fight more. Huh? Fight more, baby. This is football. This is not lacrosse. No disrespect to lacrosse. No disrespect to soccer, but this is football. It's no pee-wee. It's not pee-wee. Middle school, high school, you hear me? Let them fight. Let them rumble. Let them fight. Let them rumble, huh? Shout out Muhammad Sahil in the building. Muhammad Sahil in the building. 1,000 years. Hell yeah, JJ showed up and is showing out. I'm loving it. SKOL Mafia, I'm telling you, big dog. I'm telling you. And y'all know me, I was the first one to get pissed when they drafted McCarthy. Not because they drafted McCarthy so much, but they missed a chance on Michael Penix Jr. I was on him heavy. But I said, props to McCarthy if he plays. Damn it, his mental, that mental maturity, And now he's putting it alongside with the skill, growing as he goes. I said it's gonna get spooky. I said it will be spooky, and it's look like it's gonna get spooky, dog. You hear me? Look like Sam Darnold may be the second straight quarterback, and the Vikings may have found a rookie for real who can play his first year for real, huh? You know how important that is? You know how rare that is, dog? You know how rare that is, my boy? To find a rookie quarterback. CJ Stroud ain't just made every day, huh? You don't just find CJ Strouds walking around the draft, huh? Rarity, you hear? Understand? And if McCarthy is a rookie who can play right away and play at a high level, you talk about still of the draft, some may say, still of the draft. What are we talking about here? What are we comparing here? What are we doing here? Huh? If McCarthy is that guy for real, the Vikings are right where they need to be. Huh? Right where they need to be, dog. Period. Huh? Fuck where they want to be. They where they need to be, my boy. Now you really build a squad. You really can cook. You really can cook. Cook heavy, cook proper. Have the right ingredients, dog. Here. You know what I'm saying? It was hot up here today, EJ. It's hot out there in that there south, huh, Delta? It's hot out there past that Delta, huh? Yeah. Machiavelli in the building. Machiavelli Ultra in the building. What up, big dog? Shout out Machiavelli. Sam Darnold keep throwing interceptions. That's why JJ get first team reps. Hey, man, it's what it's about. It's what happens, dog. It's what happens. Huh? I'm going to get him to him, Muhammad. I'm going to get him to him, big dog. We're going to get to it. Calm it down. Breathe, you hear? We got some time. I'm happy about it. We're going to see what's up. Mafia stud D tackle should be dodging this interior. Expose them in the house. Facts, huh? Think about what the big boy is going to do to Garret Bradbury, Dexter Jackson, week 1, et cetera, et cetera. You know, Bradbury can't handle Phillips. Think about what Dexter Jackson going to do to him. It's hot in Minnesota because JJ is cooking heavy. SKOL Mafia heavy, dog. I just got back from Alabama and it was way hotter in Minnesota. Global warming, baby, global warming. You hear me? That's part of that global warming there, huh? We know what's going on. We know what's going on, homie. But that's that global warming, huh? I'm from NY. It's hot and humid here, too. The weather's changing. You know what I'm saying? It's different now, dog. The world is changing. This is the realm, huh? Let's get back to it, though. That boy McCarthy, wow, with it, crazy with it. I know KOC happier than a pig and shit, huh? I know KOC is happier than a pig and shit. The way McCarthy performing, KOC happy as hell. That boy right there, that man right there, he's super happy, my boy. Ready and turned up as he should be. Yeah. That's crazy, though. Like, he balling like this already. I ain't gonna cap. I didn't expect this from the young man. No cap. I didn't expect this from the young man this early, but I'm happy for him. Proud of him, for real. Respect, my boy. No cap. No fucking cap. Aaron Jones continues to look like a guy who's in line for a big season if he can stay healthy. The way he explodes through holes and makes decisive cuts in the open field is something the Vikings haven't had since maybe 2021 Dalvin Cook. Jones is impressive to watch in person. Aaron Jones, shout out Aaron Jones. We talk about run game, right? We talk about run game, how important run game is. This is important. This is huge if you ask me. Aaron Jones, a pivotal part of the offense. Huh? A valuable piece to the puzzle, you hear me? He must perform well. But he's still a top 10 running back in the NFL. You ask anybody, right? Especially when he's healthy. But still, at his age, since they want to focus on age, right? getting compared to how Dalvin Cook ran in 2021. We all know how cold and fire Dalvin Cook was in his prime. You know what I'm saying? We know how good Dalvin Cook was in his prime, homie. Okay. That's what's up, man. Deshaun Jones, and I drafted rookie receiver out of Maryland, is a super to watch. I spoke on him before. Yeah, Deshaun Jones. Let's get it. He's been making plays with the second team offense and showing some chemistry with McCarthy. Could that be the connection? Could that be one of the connections? Huh? Jones, McCarthy to Jones, McCarthy to Jones. To wrap up the day, the Vikings worked on their transitions from offense into special teams. They run one play on offense and then quickly run out the punt or kicking unit. Situational football, right? We've got a full-blown punting competition on our hands. Both Ryan Wright and Seth Vernon showed off their big legs and down balls inside the 5. Well, I guess Ryan Wright, he's not the same, or he's not punting the same. But Ryan Wright better wake up, because him and Seth Vernon going bang. Is Ryan Wright on a decline already? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna win the battle? Ryan Wright was a real weapon for the Vikings at some point, right? A real weapon, Here. You understand? He was a real weapon for the Vikings at some point. You hear? Lastly, one day after the Vikings made Will Riker the only kicker on their roster, the rookie from Alabama missed wide right from long range on his first 2 attempts of practice. He did, however, bounce back by drilling a 55-yarder with room to spare. He's been good so far, so I'm not going to be concerned about the 2 long misses at this point. Bruh? Why would you be concerned about that? Why would you concern yourself about that? 2 missed field goals in training camp? Come on, bro. What the problem is training camp. You know what I'm saying? It's training camp. You hear me? It's training camp. Why would you worry yourself about missed field goals in training camp, dog? A rookie kicker missing field goals? Part of the process, right? And like he said, he made up for it, came back and hit a 55-yarder. You hear? But let's not get worked up about missed field goals or mistakes that are being made. Let's get into JJ McCarthy. Who ready to see some film on JJ McCarthy, huh? Heavy. Huh? Who want to see the film on this boy McCarthy, dog? Let me get them JJs in the chat. And I ain't talking about Jettas, you hear me? Shout out Jettas, though, dog. Huh? Let me get them JJs in the chat, homie. If you want to see that JJ McCarthy film, dog. That pressure he bringing, dog. Get the JJs in the chat, man. Here. Trying to see JJ, man. Vincent, cool out. Calm it down, homie. Calm it down. I'm finna run it right now, though, man. I'm just trying to see who want to see JJ, man. Yeah. You in the chat, like it up. Let's get it, man. You in the chat, like it up. Let's get it, homie. Here.